Hey, what's going on? Let's talk about these cannabis stocks. So, one way I'm investing in cannabis stocks is four stocks that I'm looking at right now. One of the main ones I'm looking at is called Grow the Generations. It's Grow Generations Corporation, and they ticker symbol is GRWG. One of the reasons why I'm looking at them is because I've done some research on them, and they are in the hydroponics industry, in the cannabis industry, and they just end up building one of the largest hydroponic stores in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And one of the main things that they were talking about is that they were trying to build their stores like Home Depot. So they have big stores and small stores, but like a lot of their store setups are similar to Home Depot, like almost exactly like Home Depot. When you walk into the weed store, it's like they got a pro service section similar to Home Depot. They got their aisles clear and clean and lined up exactly like Home Depot. They offer commercial services and home grower services. So it's like a one-stop shop. You can go get everything at this store. Like if you got a weed business or you just doing it at the house. And they're going to have like, let's say if you got a weed business, you set up an account with them. It's going to be so many perks. You're going to have account managers. Like they do the consultations to where they can come out to the spot. They'll be able to help you build facilities, all these different things. Like it's going to be the spot. I see that in the next 2 to 5 years, if everything keep going as planned, like they're going to hit the weed industry by storm. This is one of the companies that I'm looking at. So y'all should want to do some research on that company. The building that they built in Tulsa is over 40,000 square feet. It's the largest hydroponic store. And when I say it's set up like Home Depot, it's set up like Home Depot for real. The locations, some of their store locations is they got, I think it's about a total of 12 stores. And they located in California, Colorado, Florida, Maine, Michigan, Nevada, Oklahoma, Oregon, Rhode Island, Seattle, and they just opened up a new one in Arizona. And they got over 184 employees, 10,000 products. They have about 31 retail, distribution, and gardening locations. So that's real dope. Like I'm really on to this company, and I think I've already invested about $900 to $990 into this company, and I'm already seeing like 50% returns on my money. So I done already made like about a $500 profit. A lot of the products that they have in their stores, or they offer the organic nutrients and soil. They have like all the best advanced lighting technology, the state-of-the-art hydroponic equipment used for the commercial and home growers. And then they got partnerships with the biggest brand names in the industry. One of the main things that I like is they offer a direct-to-farm delivery service along with equipment financing. So like if you want to finance equipment, you could, just like at Home Depot. And I'm pretty sure they might offer it sooner or later where they may start like renting out equipment just like Home Depot. But the main key thing that I like was they offer direct farm delivery. So they're going to pull up to you and deliver it at your spot. Like I was saying earlier, they got a commercial team. It's armed with some of the best professional consultants to help you manage any size project. Their online website is dope. They got a dope e-commerce platform. The commercial team offers like just an overall one-stop shop for all your supplies. Anything that you need from seeds to harvest, including turnkey facility designs, cultivation, room designs, and on-site consultations. Each commercial account has an account manager, a customer service rep, and quoting specialist assigned to your company. They headquartered in Denver, Colorado. Their CEO is Darren Lampert. So y'all can research there. You can Google it. They're in the business of retail, building materials, hardware, and gardening supply. So make sure y'all check that out. Their company is Grow Generations. That's one of the 4 companies that I'm going to be talking about. The next one is the Green Thumb Industries. So this is a really dope one too. They're in the retail business, the retail and consumer business. So their headquarters is in Chicago, Illinois. The CEO is Ben Kovler. They have like 1,800 employees. Like I said, they in the national consumer packaged goods. They are a retailer, and they promote well-being through the power of cannabis while giving back to the communities that they're located in. And their products include flower cannabis, topicals, edibles, and concentrates. They have over 70 retail locations across the U.S. They're a dispensary operator. They manufacture, distribute a portfolio of brand name cannabis products, including brands like Bevo, Dog Walkers, Dr. Solomon's, Incredibles, Rhythm, and the Feel Good Collection. If y'all know about them, they may sound familiar to you, especially if you've been out in the Chicago area. I'm thinking that I'm finna do some more research, but I think this is one of the main buildings that had opened up in Chicago to start once they legalized it, to start selling weed. So y'all really want to check out this company also. This is one of the number 2 companies that's up on my list. They have 13 manufacturing facilities. They have licenses for 96 retail locations and operations across 12 U.S. markets. So they got room to grow. They got 96 retail licenses. So they can open up dispensaries like worldwide throughout the U.S. if they wanted to, or just internationally. One of their main brands, which is called Rise, is now in 31 stores. They strong in 9 states and opening new stores every month. They own another brand, which might sound familiar to y'all too, which is called Essence. Essence is in they have 5 stores, and I think they're located in Nevada. So if you've been out to that Las Vegas, Nevada area and you seen the Essence store, this is the corporation that owns them. It's the Green Thumb Industries. That's my number 2 company that I'm looking at. So them 2 companies, they on the stock market right now. They're priced around $20. And just me, like, I'm already invested into the Grow Generations, and I'm getting ready to invest into Green Thumb Industries. I'm gonna try to get into it if the price falls down a little bit more due to this election and what's been going on. I'm gonna set me up a little price target to where I want to get in, and I'm gonna go on and buy me a couple shares, just start me a position. Another company that I really like, which is a little pricey now. We should have got it I feel like I should have got it when it was around like $128. I think it dropped to like $122, $128 right before the election. This is during the debate, and it's a real estate investment trust. So what they do is they just buy a lot of income producing real estate. So they're gonna buy a lot of income producing real estate that's mainly focused on the cannabis industry. So the name of their company is Innovative Industrial Properties. It's a real estate investment trust. Their CEO is Paul Smithers. They have 13 employees and their headquarters is in Park City, Utah. They focus on acquisition, ownership, and management of specialized industrial properties leased to experienced state licensed operators for their regulated medical use cannabis facilities. So what they do is they lease out their properties. They buy up land and buildings and lease them out. Like lease them out to people who need greenhouses and places to grow, hemp and stuff like that. That's a really dope company, because dealing with real estate investment trust, a lot of that income that they make, they have to pay out to their shareholders. So they pay around 90% to 95% to their shareholders, which when they paying out their income, they paying out taxable income. So once you receive it, you're going to receive it as it's earned income. So you have to take care of the taxes on the income, but you do receive the income more than most of these companies that's on the stock market or regular stocks that aren't REITs. They own 63 properties that were almost 100% leased based on the square footage to state licensed medical use operators. And they have about 4.9 million rentable square feet, including approximately 1.9 million rentable square feet under development or redevelopment in Arizona, Carolina, Colorado, Florida, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New York, North Dakota, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. And what I'm thinking is as soon as we have more legalization, we just had 5 more states get legal a few days ago, around Tuesday. The more legalization we have, the more this company will be leasing out a lot of their properties to a bunch of public companies that may need spaces to do their operations. So some of the other things that they have going on, they have experience in all aspects of real estate. They in the acquisition and disposition, construction, development, management, finance, and capital market industry. Their portfolio is compressed of specialized industries and greenhouse buildings, 100% leased to the U.S. licensed medical use company growers. They do a leaseback program, leasing buildings, and they have like term deals to where the deals that they do are a minimum of $5 million to $3 million. And they do have additional expansion capital available. They lease terms are 10 to 20 year leases. The initial base rent is from 10 to 16% of the total investment based on the property underwriting. Their annual base rent will be about 3 to 4.5%. They have like a 30 to 60 day closing from the signing, purchase, and sale agreement. And they acquire just a lot of income producing real estate. So that's one of the companies you want to check out. That's like number 3 on the list also. So that one's a little bit different from the first two. The first two are more your stores, your like the first one was like a grocery store, like a grocery or a hardware store, like your Home Depot and Lowe's. The second one was like your retailers and dispensaries. They have a lot of goods and everything that you can buy from 'em. The third one, they own all the real estate. So they're going to be the ones, the landlords, that's going to be renting out the properties. And number 4, this is one that I really like too. I really like this one because they in a dope position. They got a lot going on also. It's called Canopy Growth Company. Canopy Growth Company is one of those companies who have a really good name in the cannabis industry. Well, a really popular name, that's what I'm going to say. If I'm not wrong, they were one of the first publicly traded companies on the stock market. So, with that being said, they just did a partnership with Martha Stewart. That's big. They did a partnership with her to launch CBD products, which they're going to have a like little edibles and all different type of things that Martha Stewart will be doing from her home, I think. Like, she got her own brand that they got a partnership with. They're going to be launching products together. Some of the things that Canopy does is they make edibles, they make beverages, vapes, dried flowers, oils, concentrates, soft gel capsules, and hemp. They got operations in the U.S. and just internationally as a whole. Another publicly traded company is Constellation Brands. Constellation Brands does have some ownership stake in Canopy Growth Company. Another big thing that they got going on is they got a partnership with Drake. So I really like their partnership with Drake because I feel like Drake has a lot of influence. What they did is they partnered with Drake in Canada, which Drake had launched his own little wellness company, and the company is the More Life Grow Company. So what happens is they got a deal to where it's like a 60-40 deal. Drake has 60% ownership and Canopy has 40% ownership. They launched this new wellness company with Drake about like 2 or 3 years ago, and that's a really dope thing. Then another partnership they have a partnership with Snoop Dogg. So I think they just have Snoop just has like a distribution deal with them. I really gotta do a whole lot more research on that. It's kind of just hard really digging up stuff through the company page with Snoop, but Canopy has another company, another brand, which is called Tweed, and it's one of the most recognized brands in the world. It's really big. So what happened is Tweed and Snoop Dogg launched Snoop Dogg's brand, which is Leaf by Snoop. It's produced and distributed by Canopy Growth Company. This is out there in Canada also. So that's something that y'all want to check out. So them are the top 4 companies that I'm looking at in the stock market. One of the best ways that you can do your own research on these companies is by Googling these companies. When you Google them, type in the name of the company, and right after you type in the name of the company, type in investor relations. Once you Google them, you're going to go to their investor relations page. It's going to give you all that information on the companies that I'm talking about. And that's one of the main ways that I Google a lot of companies. And please remember that I'm not a financial advisor. So all this information that I'm saying on here, this is for educational purposes. I'm just trying to teach everybody what I've learned along my way from investing. And it's always good to do your own due diligence. And if you have any issues and need to seek out help, reach out to a financial advisor. Or just if you have a bank that you with, just go to their wealth management department. Ask them questions about them things. But me, I like managing my own money and doing my own research. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust any financial advisors. I feel like the best person who can manage my money is myself. So what I do is I go to Google, I research all these companies, and the same thing that the banks and financial advisors will do with my money, I've learned how to do that myself. So one of the ways that I do that is by going to the investor relationships page, and through them pages, they will give you everything that you need to know from companies, expenses, cash flow, any news releases, press releases, all these different things. So if y'all want to hear more podcasts about marijuana stocks and just the marijuana industry as a whole and how to make money in that industry in multiple ways, share this podcast, and I do have a support link where you can support the podcast. Our research on my podcast today was found from the investor relationship pages, CNBC News, Bloomberg News, Yahoo Finance, and Motley Fool. So be sure to check out those websites if you're interested in learning more about these stocks that I mentioned. When you go to them pages, you will see a lot of the information that I shared today in this podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in.